Today we're going to be talking about PeerGuardian and using it for IP blocking. It's an open source program that blocks IPs from certain organizations and corporations that are going to track your IP, the IRAA possibly, for songs, movies, anything like that. So today we're going to go through a little introduction of what it is, installation, setup, running through it, showing you how to use it, adding some more block lists to it so you can cover more addresses. And so let's get started. So I guess the first thing you're going to want to do is download it, of course. It is made by Phoenix Labs, so we'll just go to their website here. It's going to be phoenixlabs.org. You can just use a Google search, PeerGuardian 2, anything like that. I'm running XP, so I chose to use the PG2 6C here. So just click on that and install it. Just a basic download. You can save it to a desktop if you need to. It's an open source program, so it is able to modify if you are into that type of thing. I already have it downloaded, so we're not going to go through that, but I have the wiki page here, and everything will be set up on the comments, all my links I'm going to be using. So it's just a basic install. And then the important part, after that, it's going to bring up a couple screens about just a startup setup wizard. And the important thing here is the initial list you can get when you do download it. And it'll come with P2P, which is probably the main reason why most people are going to be using this. Ads, spyware, government, education. You're also going to be able to import lists, which I'll show you later. We're not going to worry about doing it here. And then if you want to block HTTP right off the bat. So like I said, the most important one is probably going to be the P2P here for most people. When I first did it, I did all of them, and you can kind of edit them a little. So let's take a look here. I have it running down in here. And as you can see, I'm actually currently downloading a movie right now. It's going to use that to just show a little bit of what it's doing. And as you can tell here it's just going through, and these are allowed connections. So you have your source, your destination. I'm blocking a lot of IPs here. Let's see, 800 million, something like that. I have HTTP blocked. So just a couple things about it. The settings here. You can choose to show those connections or not. So now it's stopped. It's only going to show the blocked ones. I just have it show allow just to make sure I know it's running. You can change what everything comes into as when it's blocked. It's going to show up black. Blocked HTTP will show up blue. Just a couple of history things, notification, how you want to do everything. I recommend that you start with Windows because let's say you forget to start it before you start downloading some songs or movies. You don't have PG2 running. You could get in trouble there. So I recommend you start it with Windows. And the updates, again, just if you want to change anything, and I hide on close, so it brings it back down to the tray icon. So we'll go back to the protection tab here, and as you can see, it's running through a lot. It keeps going. I'm downloading the new Moon movie. I just tried to pick something that's gonna be really popular right now, because obviously it's probably gonna have the most trackers and whatever on it. So it's actually going at a pretty good speed for a movie, 273. It just started a couple minutes ago, so we'll use that as our bait here. And as you can see, it's running through some of the history here. You can go through, you can see everything that it's done. And so you can tell there's some black marks in there, which is good. It's nice, you can go by days. So we'll just jump to the blocked right away. And as you can see, I had education on there when I first started up my computer. And I was going around doing a couple other things, and you can see just the universities. And some people might not think it's a bad thing, but at the same time, they could be doing research, or they could be used to help, track people on, if you're in the dorm or something, for say I'm at home, so that's a plus. But, it's going through. You got some ads, more colleges, lots of colleges actually. They're used quite a bit. And here we go into some of the media stuff. When I started downloading that movie, you're going to have third-party organizations that are going to be used to help track. Oh, right there, there's the big one, Media Sentry. That is Probably the biggest one that will track you for movies, music, anything like that. TSP I know is a third party that they hire. Any of these ones are going to be Bay TSP again, that's HTTP. So it's showing you everything it's blocking, which is nice. Cricket Communications. So off all those things that we have blocked, you have your list manager here, and I have a couple extra ones that are actually I bought. I had to pay for as became a member. Include the anti-infringement, spammers, and the P2P allow. It comes with the P2P, and then the P2P allow is an extension of that. That is, it allows all the good ones, the good IPs, the good trackers to go through. So it's not blocking that, and you don't have to sit there and keep on putting them to your acceptance list. And I also added level 1, which is just an extra P2P. So a way to add those lists here is iblocklist.com. Open that up, and again I'll put all these links in the comment section. So as you can see here, these are the ones that I paid for. You have to subscribe to, which I'll log into. But you have ads, spyware, hijacked, Microsoft. A lot of people anti-Microsoft these days. Primary threats. Just a lot of different ones you can choose from here. Corporate or general businesses, all the way down to Pirate Bay, Apples. Another interesting thing is countries. There's lots of countries you can block. And also you can block your ISP provider, Roadrunner. I use Charter. I'm not really worried about that though. So let's add one here. So let's add the primary threats I saw somewhere. Here we go. So we have primary threats. So all you're really going to do is just copy that URL. And you're going to go back to your PeerGuardian, go back to List Manager, and all you're going to do is simply add. And we'll say PT for primary threats. You're going to go down to URL, and you're just going to paste that in there. And of course we want to block it. So we see that shows up in the list. As soon as we add this, it should be going. It's going to start downloading it. I know the P2P is under construction right now, so that one will eventually show up as cannot reach the URL, so I'll just abort that. But as we saw, it finished updating the primary threats. So now it's going to update my whole list cache, and the IPs will probably go up, and my list will be updated. So that's a good thing. Let's see what this movie's doing here. So that's still going. There's the error for, you can't reach the other one. So, this is going to protect a lot of things. It's going to protect your web browsing with ads and spam and spyware, file sharing, P2P, all those things. Another good thing is DOS attacks, denial of service. It's going to help, block those IPs that are going to try to flood your system, or flood what you're trying to reach, I should say. So again, that IP block list, there's lots of block lists out there. I just use the iBlock list here, and again, you can subscribe. I think it was, a couple dollars a year. But I think it was worth it, especially for the anti-infringement. That's going to be a lot of the companies that Media Century hires out. Let's see here. Alright, so we're back to PeerGuardian. And again, you can do manual updates. You can do the list manager. You can disable it in case you want to play games or something like that. I think it's hard to use this if you're playing World of Warcraft or, like those games that are definitely over the internet that you're going to need your IP available for your memberships. So it has its settings, it has its protection. It's an overall good thing. It's a great software to use. Yeah, so that's PeerGuardian 2. Intro, install, setup. Oh, there's Media Century again. Use of the software. So like I said, those links will be in the comment section here on the video. Just follow those, the wiki pages. If you have trouble with anything like that, you can post here, I'll get back to you, or, Google search it. Plenty of people use this. You can find any answer you need, or else the Phoenix Labs website has a lot of good forums there, so you can ask questions and get an answer pretty quickly. So, hope you all enjoy it, and good luck using it.